Guys, I want you guys to take a look at this baby's face right here. Such a small baby, such an innocent baby with a beautiful smile and awesome eyes. This kid deserved an opportunity to grow up and be something great, but unfortunately his life was cut down. So what I want you guys to do is listen to his story. In Milwaukee, a 21-year-old Milwaukee man is facing charges in connection to the death of a 1-year-old child, which you see that 1-year-old child right there with his mom. That little boy's name is Alonzo Lamar Jr. He was only 1 year old. He was 30 days past his first birthday, so he was 13 months old, also known as AJ. The accused man of killing that little boy, that disgusting person right there on my screen, his name, his designation is James Johnson. He is 21 years old. Johnson is facing the following charges: first-degree reckless homicide, neglecting a child, consequence is death. Number 3, 2 counts of physical abuse of a child, intentional causation of bodily harm. Now, according to a criminal complaint, Milwaukee police were called to the area of 25th Street and Atkinson Avenue Wednesday night on January the 1st in response to that little baby, Alonzo Lamar Jr., who's 1 year old, 13 months old, was unresponsive with significant bruising to the face. And how many times have I told you guys, when babies have bruising on their neck, behind their ears, and their face and things like that, that's usually a very, very strong sign of abuse. Now, upon arrival, police found members of the Milwaukee Fire Department performing life-saving measures on the little boy, but he succumbed to his injuries and he's dead. He's posthumous now. He was pronounced dead at that moment. The 13-month-old boy grandmother, her name is Octavia Gallion, told the news that she found the boy. Octavia Gallion said that the boy appeared that he had been beaten. We found him and he was laying on the bed and his face was swollen with his mouth open, she said. He said that my grandbaby fell. It don't look like he fell. It looked like he beat him. So apparently she had a conversation with this boyfriend. Again, his name is James Johnson, a 21-year-old. Okay. Now, Adriana Martin, who is the biological mother. Let me see if I can get her face on the screen so y'all can see the biological mom. Right there. That's Adriana Martin, the baby's mother, told police she left her son, that 1-year-old little boy, Alonzo Lamar Jr., in the care of her boyfriend on New Year's Day while she went to work. Take a pin in that. We'll come back to it. While at work, Martin said she received a call from her boyfriend, James Johnson, saying that something was wrong. Martin says she rushed home to find her son lifeless and covered with bruises. According to the complaint, officials said that the child appeared to have had human bite marks on his left arm, his back, and leg. Officials also observed multiple bruises and abrasions to the face and head, along with lacerations to the inner cheek on the inside. An autopsy concluded that the child died as a result of blunt force trauma, and the death was ruled a homicide. How many people know what blunt force trauma is? Blunt force trauma. That means he beat the absolute shit out of this 1-year-old. And I want y'all to look at this 1-year-old baby again. I want y'all to look at his face. I want y'all to tell me, what could that little baby have done that was so horribly bad that he needed to be beat up like that? Somebody please tell me, what is a good excuse for you to beat up a little bitty innocent baby like that? Is there any excuse? In my opinion, there's never any excuse to put your hands, feet, or other objects on anybody. That's why I said stop spanking children, stop hitting children, stop being physical with children. If you feel the need to beat children, then you're probably not a suitable parent. I have a lot of reasons for saying that. If you need tips, don't hesitate. Email me. I send people tips all the time. My email address is right here, theafcmatters@gmail.com. Don't wait for a moment and get frustrated. Call. We also have the National Child Abuse Hotline. There are also tip lines. But if you're in a situation like that, do not hesitate to make a phone call because it's not worth harming a baby, okay? Now, based on an accidental fall explanation, which is really neat that they did this, what they did was detectives went in and figured out that this man was lying. So let me tell you exactly what happened. According to the complaint, James Johnson claimed that the child fell off the bed in the basement. Let me read it again. James Johnson claimed the child fell off the bed in the basement face first onto the floor. Based on an accidental fall explanation Johnson provided to the mother, detectives measured the distance between the top of the mattress to the floor. That distance measured 1 foot 4 inches. I want y'all to think about that for a moment. Thank you, Georgia, who sent in a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. And to the people that sent in Cash App and PayPal, I'm going to read those here in just a moment, okay? So give me just a moment. I see a couple of them have come through. They said it was 1 foot, 1 foot and 4 inches off the ground. What does that tell you guys? Hashtag where's the father? Thank you for that. 1 foot and 4 inches. What does that tell you? Let's take a moment. I'll give you a moment. Y'all know y'all about 30 seconds behind me. If from the mattress, the top of the mattress to the floor, the distance measured is 1 foot and 4 inches, what does that mean? Anybody want to take a guess? Yes, you're absolutely right. It would barely do any damage, but there's something else that's just as important as that. That means that this bed was laying on the floor. That means it was a mattress on the floor. Thank you. You caught it. The bed was on the floor. And it's not high enough to kill a baby. Yes. The bed mattress was on the floor. No bed frame at all. You know how fucking disgusting that is? Thank you, LaDonna Mitchell, for your $1 super chat. Thank you very much for that. Also, that means that the fall would have been a very minor fall, according to the complaint, like you guys said. During the interview with detectives, the boyfriend, James Johnson, admitted to biting the child. He also admitted to hitting him multiple times in the head with an open hand and punching him in the leg with a closed fist because the child would not stop crying, and he cried nonstop for over an hour, according to the complaint. Again, I might not be the brightest crayon in the box, but I'm just wondering, maybe black people really believe that if something is crying, the best way to make it stop crying is to smack the shit out of it. Is that the way that it works? I could be wrong. I know I've heard parents say, shut up before I give you something to cry about, right? Have y'all not heard that? No, you didn't. They'll have $300 for a weave, but a $40 bed frame, and some of them don't even have a bed frame. Isn't that something? That's very true, though. Where are our priorities at? They'll buy a $300 weave, but won't buy a $300 life insurance plan for their children. Guarantee you she didn't have life insurance. Think about that for a moment. Parents, back in the day, I'm not going to point no fingers at no parents, but parents would sit there and beat you and watch you cry and then tell you, shut up before I give you something to really cry about? How many of y'all have heard that? Not just in the black community. Some of y'all have heard that outside in other communities. Some of y'all have heard that before. So instead of him trying to figure out what's wrong with this 1-year-old baby, he decided to bite him. He decided to punch him. He decided to hit him with an open hand, probably kicked him, probably threw him. Yes, what an excellent way. What an excellent way to calm a child down and encourage a child to stop crying, apparently. He said, I tried CPR. I tried everything. I knew from the way that the bruises looked on his face, I knew from all that none of this made any sense. That's according to the mom, if I'm not mistaken. AJ was just so happy. He was the happiest baby anybody could meet, said Selena Cole, who is Alonzo's godmother. The aunt of the baby, Alonzo Lamar Jr., known as AJ, created a GoFundMe. So the aunt created a GoFundMe to help with funeral costs. Of course, because apparently we don't believe in having life insurance. She said her daughter, the boy's mother, is completely heartbroken. But let me ask y'all this. This baby is 13 months old. I have a little bit of a tidbit of information that the news did not tell you. There's a little bit something extra in this story. There's a secret ingredient in this story. Why did he bite the baby? That's a great question. I don't know. Thank you, Felicity Jackson, for joining the CFA, the channel membership. Thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate that, for being a channel member. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. There's a little bit of information about this mom. Let me get her face back up on the screen. I'm going to give you guys a hint as to what it is. Let's take a pause right here. There's something extra about this mom. Keep in mind, the baby that she's holding is only 13 months old, and she already had a new boyfriend living in her house. Shout out to my brother Tommy, who talks about these females who are constantly on raw dick after raw dick after raw dick after raw dick. It's true. That's why we have a very high STD rate. Very high STD rate. Miss June Bennett got it. She's currently pregnant. She's completely heartbroken over her dead 13-month-old baby. Not 13 years. 13 months old. And she's already pregnant. So she's keeping her head straight for her unborn child while her boyfriend is due back in court. He already went to court on the 14th, but he's got more court dates coming up here. So yes, Jesus Christ. Oh. Let's go ahead and give the fair usage and let me show you guys what was in the news. Let's go ahead and get it. Click that thumbs up. Let's go. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. That is a good time to put in the chat, hashtag babies for benefits, because it seems like the only reason that these women are having children is for the benefits that they can collect. Y'all know that is an AFC mantra. Hashtag babies for benefits. Let's get it.
13-month-old has died in Milwaukee. The medical examiner says it's treating the case as a homicide.
Police say a man wanted for questioning has turned himself in. Our Angelica Sanchez has been following this story. She joins us live now with what we know of this investigation.
Guys, all hearts going out tonight to this family and what they must be going through. What we know is that authorities were called out to this address after 7 p.m. yesterday for a report of a suspicious death that, as you said, has now been ruled a homicide. A photo of a baby in the arms of his mother, their everlasting bond cut far too short on New Year's Day.
My heart goes out to the families, and I'm sorry this happened to them.
The Milwaukee medical examiner says this is the first homicide of 2020. The victim just 13 months old. He's identified by his family as Alonzo Lamar Jr. His mother shared these images with Fox 6.
Devastating. Like, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Like, my heart just goes out to the mom and the family.
On Thursday, people stopped by to share their sympathies with his loved ones.
I'm just come to show some, my love and some condolence, and we'll be here tomorrow at the visual at 6 o'clock.
Police at this time say this investigation began on Wednesday just after 7.
She said she will be at the visual. What is a visual? I didn't mean to stop it, but I'm curious. What is a visual? She said she will be at the visual. If y'all think I'm lying, let me back it up and let you hear it for yourself. I will be at the visual.
These with his loved ones.
I'm just come to show some, my love and some condolence, and we'll be here tomorrow at the visual at 6 o'clock.
Oh, Jesus. She actually did say it. Woo! Show some condolence. Okay. I guess you're going to show your condolence. Okay, I feel you. What is a visual? What is a... I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to be a big, huge asshole. I know she meant a vigil. This is our way of saying, please, if you're going to use words, please know what they mean and please know how to pronounce them. Y'all have seen my channel. I don't get mad about it at all, so I hope that they don't get mad. But it's not a goddamn visual. I could give you a visual if you like. A visual vigil. Yes. Felicity Jackson just upgraded her membership to the AFC. Felicity, if you're listening, sweetheart, thank you so much for not only having your channel membership, but upgrading it to the very next step. Thank you so much for doing that. I truly, truly appreciate you doing that.
This investigation began on Wednesday just after 7 p.m. Officers were called out to 25th and Atkinson for the death of an infant. Investigators soon found the manner of his death suspicious. They said a man was wanted for questioning in the child's death.
I couldn't imagine. I have 5 children of my own and 4 grandkids.
The medical...
Oh, no. I'm going to have to give y'all the, what is that off of Family? Is that Family Guy? Oh, no. This just gets worse and worse. Jesus Christ. Jesus, Lord in heaven, if you could please bless these people to not be so encouraged to be on camera and just expose themselves. Oh my God. Did y'all hear this woman who said she's going to a visual said that she has 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 kids. And notice, she don't have no man. She's not married. Is that not the narrative of the black community? That's pretty normal for us. And we think it's okay to just keep putting this in the forefront. Notice how whenever they interview, they always interview people that look a certain way. Have y'all not noticed that? Let me ask you guys this, for all the people that watch all of those pro-blacks out there. Have y'all not ever watched their channel and hear them talk about white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, 24/7, right? It's the white man and it's the white man and the white man, right? And I find that very funny that y'all never notice how they always put on the biggest embarrassments in the black community on camera. That's not black. That's not their fault. It's black people's fault for consenting. Underline that word, consent, consent, consent. Nothing in life happens without your what? Consent. You have to consent to be on camera. You have to consent to be on contracts. You have to consent to get a cell phone. You have to consent to work a job. You have to consent to get a license. You have to consent to have a social security number. All of this stuff is by way of ding, consent. Cannot be done without you willingly participating in the fuckery. Got it? There was no reason for this woman to get on there and talk about that, yes, I'm single, I'm a black woman with her hair hat on the top of my head, with 5 kids. Please tell me what was the point and purpose of getting on there, white supremacy? What was the point of her getting on there and telling the whole goddamn world of Milwaukee, I got 5 kids? If they ever wanted to prove Tommy wrong, why do they take their golden opportunities and prove him right every single time? Can anybody tell me why? When you have an opportunity to prove him wrong, you could have got on there and lied and just said, yeah, me and my husband at home, we think this is really tragic. The fact that this child is dead by the hands of this woman's boyfriend, and we're going to go to the vigil and we're going to go support them and extend our condolences. No, what do? I got 5 kids. Bitch, nobody fucking asked you how many fucking kids you had. What? That's just like somebody that got Tourette's syndrome. Like Cat Williams say, 98. Like, what? Did anybody ask you that? Like, what? Are you kidding me? Upgraded membership for the AFC, Richella Lugo. What an amazing person. Thank you so much for your support. Y'all said rewind it. Let me give another shout out to Richella. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership. Let's listen to it again. This is why it's impossible for me to watch the news the way that I used to. I can't. This is embarrassing. Listen to this shit again.
Like, my heart just go out to the mom and the family.
On Thursday, people stopped by to share their sympathies with his loved ones.
Listen.
I'm just coming to show some, my love and some condolence, and we'll be here tomorrow at the visual at 6 o'clock.
Police at this time say this investigation began on Wednesday.
My love and some condolence, and we'll be here tomorrow at the visual at 6 o'clock.
Will you?
My love and some condolence, and we'll be here tomorrow at the visual at 6 o'clock.
You'll be there tomorrow at the visual. Really? Are you sure you're going to be at the visual? You might not be. Because I don't think they're having a visual. I'm just saying.
Like, my heart just go out to the mom and the family.
On Thursday, people stopped by to share their sympathies with his loved ones.
I'm just coming to show some, my love and some condolence, and we'll be here tomorrow at the visual at 6 o'clock.
Police at this time say this investigation began.
Listen to this part coming up, and I want y'all to tell me. Please hit that thumbs up. Can we get at least 300 thumbs up for the people that are just watching? I know we got more people watching than we do donating, so I'm asking for everybody to just click that thumbs up. Listen to this part, and I want you to tell me how her talking about her having 5 kids has anything to do with anything at all. Listen to this.
And on Wednesday, just after 7 p.m., officers were called out to 25th and Atkinson for the death of an infant. Investigators soon found the manner of his death suspicious. They said a man was wanted for questioning in the child's death.
I couldn't imagine, I have 5 children of my own and 4 grandkids.
The medical examiner later ruled this a homicide. An autopsy was complete.
Lord Jesus, bless these.
I couldn't imagine, I have 5 children of my own and 4 grandkids. I couldn't imagine, I have 5 children of my own and 4 grandkids.
Officers were called out to 20. They said a man was wanted for questioning in the child's death.
I couldn't imagine. You know, I have 5 children of my own and 4 grandkids.
The medical examiner later ruled this a homicide. An autopsy was completed, but no further details can be released. Police say a man wanted for questioning turned himself in. A vigil is planned for 6 p.m. Friday in the infant's honor.
If they want to bring items, toys, whatever they want to, that'll be fine.
For now, all thoughts are with the baby's mother in her time of need.
Let me say this for the people that are going to the visual. Please do not bring balloons. Black people, please stop buying balloons and releasing balloons thinking that they're going to go into space, into the atmosphere, when all they're doing is they're going to end up in somebody's yard, in somebody's tree, in somebody's pond, somebody's ocean. They're going to kill animals and litter all over the goddamn place when y'all release all these thousands of balloons. Just light some candles, please. Please, please. No more of that shit.
As investigators piece together.
Somebody else also upgraded their membership. Man, I should have known. MMO Family Girl. She is so freaking dope. Thank you so much, MMO Family Girl, if you are listening to the sound of my voice. From my heart to yours, thank you for upgrading your membership to the Premier. That is the top Advocates for Children Premier. Thank you so much for that.
What happened and why?
1-year-old is unexplainable. Like, it's just heartbroken.
Whoa, what the fuck?
What happened and why?
1-year-old is unexplainable.
She said it's unexplainable. Yes, and apparently that red pile of straw on the top of your head is explainable. Jesus, let me not spend 10 minutes on this. Let's move on. Let's just act like we didn't see this big ass pile of red straw on the top of this woman's head. Jesus Christ.
Like, it's just heartbroken.
Of course, how could any family prepare for a death like this, which is why there is a place where you can go and help them. We have a link available for a GoFundMe page at fox6now.com.
Of course, they have a fucking GoFundMe. Of course.
Live at 25th and Atkinson, Angelica Sanchez, Fox 6 News.
We'll be sure to follow up as soon as we learn more. Angie, thank you.
Said the little boy fell off a bed. Police didn't buy it. So a 21-year-old Milwaukee man is now behind bars, charged in the death of a 1-year-old boy on New Year's Day. Casey Cronus joining us live with the heinous details being uncovered in newly released court documents. Casey?
Yeah, Ted, it is really sickening to hear these details. Police say James Johnson was the only person watching that child when he died, admitting to detectives to striking, biting, and punching that little boy, all because he says the child wouldn't stop crying.
I just thank you for people that comes together at a time like this.
Guys, this is, oh my God. What
he says
is
the
going
child
on?
wouldn't stop crying.
I just thank you for people that comes together at a
Come on, man. Guys, I am not intentionally searching these videos out and putting these clips up here like this. This is just happening. Now we have somebody else with this curly fry straw, maroon red hair. Just, man, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me just move on. Let me thank my channel members real quick. Upgraded membership to the top Premier membership. Y'all know who that is. That's Miss Bossy P. If you have not heard about her, shout out to Miss Bossy P. From my heart to yours. Thank you for upgrading to the top membership. Now, y'all know if y'all upgrade to that top one, you're going to have some additional perks. And I've already given some of the people theirs already. And we're going to do that every single month. So shout out to you. Thank you for that. Also, Garrett Camp, thank you for joining the AFC Advocates for Children. That is the second tier. Thank you, Garrett, for your contribution, bro. Really appreciate you joining the AFC. Let's get it.
time like this.
Finding comfort in prayer. Loved ones of Alonzo Lamar Jr.
There is no shortage of weave, but there's a shortage of money. Y'all see this, right? Y'all see where they live at. And they got all those balloons, all that weave, all that makeup. But look at where they live. The houses are literally falling apart. Please, somebody, tell me where I'm putting out false information, please.
Gather outside the home where his young life was cut short.
We know that the baby is in heaven, God.
Just 1 year old, his godmother, Selena, says AJ was a bright light.
AJ was just so happy. He was the happiest baby anybody could ever meet.
On New Year's Day, prosecutors say the child's mother, Andriana Martin, who provided this photo, went to work. Her boyfriend, 21-year-old James Johnson, was left to look after her child. But when she returned later that day, her son was lifeless and covered in bruises.
It's sick. It's sad. No baby deserves this. No baby at all.
Police say Johnson initially told Martin and investigators that
I want y'all to notice that they interviewed 0 men. Not 1 man was interviewed. 0. Thought I'd throw that out there.
AJ fell off the bed in the basement, a story that didn't explain the blunt force trauma that killed the child.
What the fuck is that? Is that roach dust stuff right there in the windowsill? Ew.
Johnson later admitting that AJ wouldn't stop crying, becoming frustrated. Johnson
Hashtag stop letting niggas babysit. I like that one. Thank you for that. I like that one.
Told detectives he bit the child, struck him multiple times in the head with an open hand, and
I want y'all to put some of y'all hashtags in there. If you got a hashtag like that, put them in the chat. Hashtag stop letting niggas babysit.
Punched him in the leg with a closed fist.
I could barely be in this house. Could barely sleep. It's a lot on the family.
A family coming together in heart.
She probably, yes, that's right, Mom's Fur Babies. And shout out to Mom's Fur Babies, by the way. What is roach dust? Okay, well, let me say this for those who might not have gone through some rough times in life. Boric acid, thank you. Yes. Roach dust. Yes, there is roach dust where when they crawl in the shit, then they ingest it and they spread it. And the more that they ingest it, it eats them from the inside out. I'm not saying I know from personal experience, or maybe I am, but I'm just saying.
Break.
And we ask your hand of mercy to stretch out on them. And you strengthen them right now in the mighty name of Jesus.
Johnson has been charged with 4 felonies in connection to AJ's death, including first-degree reckless homicide. He is due back in court for his preliminary hearing next week. Reporting live from MPD District 5, Casey Cronus, Fox 6 News.
Casey.
We got two more videos left. Here we go. Let's get it. Hashtag stop dating jobless Madden thugs.
Thank you for that.
Somebody said hashtag Roach Motel.
Said the little boy fell.
Just thank you for people that comes together at a time like this.
Finding comfort in prayer. Loved ones of Alonzo Lamar Jr.
Hashtag my father didn't kill us. We survived.
Gather outside the home where his young life was cut short.
We know that the baby is in heaven, God.
Just 1 year old, his godmother, Selena, says AJ was a bright light.
Hashtag get a nigga with a job. I like that one. Hashtag no triple double kids. Hey.
AJ was just so happy. He was the happiest baby anybody could ever meet.
On New Year's Day, prosecutors say the child's mother, Andriana Martin, who provided this photo, went to work. Her boyfriend, 21-year-old James Johnson, was left to look after her child. But when she returned later that day, her son was lifeless and covered in bruises.
It's sick. It's sad. No baby deserves this. No baby at all.
Let's get it back. Do we have 300 thumbs up yet? If y'all would, when y'all come in, click that thumbs up. I want to try to see if we can reach 500 people. We've done it plenty of times, but I would like it to where that's more like a regular thing for us, okay? So click that thumbs up. Thank you to everybody that's already done so. I'm going to rewind this a little bit. Here we go.
Was left to look after her child, but when she returned later that day, her son was lifeless and covered in bruises.
It's sick. It's sad. No baby deserves this. No baby at all.
Police say Johnson initially told Martin and investigators that AJ fell off the bed in the basement, a story that didn't explain the blunt force trauma that killed the child. Johnson later admitting that AJ wouldn't stop crying. Becoming frustrated, Johnson told detectives he bit the child, struck him multiple times in the head with an open hand, and punched him in the leg with a closed fist.
I could barely be in this house. Could barely sleep. It's a lot on the family.
A family coming together in heartbreak.
And they didn't interview one man. I see a man there. They didn't interview one man at all.
And we ask your hand of mercy to stretch out on them. And you strengthen them right now in the mighty name of Jesus.
Johnson has been charged with 4 felonies in connection to AJ's death, including first-degree reckless homicide. He is due back in court for his preliminary hearing next.
Hashtag getting married first. I agree. Let's get it.
Milwaukee's first homicide victim of 2020 is just 13 months old.
I'm numb. I'm trying to understand it.
Tonight, the family is trying to piece together how the little boy was killed. That is our big story.
I never understand how these women got to work so bad that they'll leave their kids with anybody, but they won't leave their kids with the biological father. Please, somebody explain that to me. Where's the logic in that? I don't get it. I really don't. You let some dude that you don't know shit about get you pregnant and watch your kid. You don't know this dude at all. And you might not even know anything about the biological father, right? Yes, roach nuts. Come on, y'all. Don't act like y'all. Look, if y'all never had dealt with roaches, then good. I'm sorry, but there was a time when your boy was doing really bad, and I'm not doing great right now. But I'm just saying. Back when I first moved out my mom and dad's house, I didn't have a lot of money. I think, matter of fact, it happened in like my second apartment, I think, not even the first one. But that's here nor there. It's here nor there. Let's move on. I was broke in the hood, but I got my ass up out the hood, kinda.
At 9, a large turnout tonight in Milwaukee for a vigil held for a 13-month-old boy investigators say was killed New Year's Day.
Family members are now sharing more about what they
Hashtag we do need to do better. Hashtag where's the damn father?
say happened.
Hashtag Milwaukee. Hashtag how much do you know him? Very nice. I like that.
And on that day, Fox 6's Hannah Jewell joins us live at Milwaukee Police District 5 with what was a very emotional night.
Yeah, I spoke to the mother of this victim. She is in
Hashtag close your legs. I like that too.
shock, to say the least. She says the suspect is her now ex-boyfriend, who is not the father of this child, and she believes he beat her son to death.
You know the pain, God. You know the hurt, God. You know.
I told y'all, all those balloons. I told you. Did I not say it? Stop buying balloons. Buy candles, please. Candles are very cheap, and you could buy a ton of them. I think candles might even be... Candles are cheaper than balloons. A hell of a lot cheaper. Please buy candles. Have a candlelit vigil. Stop buying balloons and releasing balloons all over the damn place.
The numbness, God.
Yes. I just want to be with my baby.
A mother missing her son.
Why my child? Why my 1-year-old? Why everything I have?
That's the biological mom, by the way. That's Adriana Martin. She said, why my child? He's everything I have. Like, who talks like that? That's not a responsible person who talks like that. He's everything I have. Why do you refer to your children as everything you have? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. But technically, he's not everything that you have when you currently are pregnant right now. Right? I'm just saying. My heart maybe will be sad for her, and my heart might break for her if she looked sad. Does she look sad? I don't know. I'll let you watch the video and you tell me if she looks sad.
God. You know the hurt, God. You know the numbness, God.
I just want to be with my baby.
A mother missing her son.
Why my child? Why my 1-year-old? Why everything I have? He was all I had left.
Andriana Martin says she left her 13-month-old son, Alonzo Lamar Jr., in the care of her boyfriend New Year's Day while she went to work, never imagining she would get a call from the man saying something was wrong. She says she rushed home to find her boy lifeless and covered in bruises.
If she cared about her kid that much, and I could be wrong for people that watch this on the replay, if she cared about her son that much, where my real mothers at? Where my ladies at out there? Hashtag just say no to dick. Hashtag take the ovaries and the testes. Hashtag stop having kids. If your child means that much to you, why would you just let somebody who is not qualified to do anything except be on probation and sit in your house and drink up all the juicy juice and eat up all of the fruit snacks in your house, drink up all your Pedialyte, and eat up all your TV dinners that you bought with your food stamps that you got because you had children and the government decided to subsidize you for being a pregnant bitch. Hashtag babies for benefits. So please tell me what qualified this thug that you felt comfortable to take everything that you had and gamble on a thug. Hashtag you gambled on a thug. Ooh, we got to put that as a hashtag, please. Where the hashtags at? Come on, y'all. Hashtag background check. Thank you. Hashtag no stepdads. Thank you. Hashtag why ain't he working? Hashtag keep your legs closed. I see y'all. Hashtag MMD. Right? What qualified him to babysit your child and everything that you had was that child? So why would you gamble on a thug? You gambled on a thug and you lost. Why would you gamble your child's life? Gamble your own fucking life. I'm just saying, it would make way more sense to put your child in the hands of the biological father, whose statistics say is not going to kill that child. But you will trust a thug that you don't know shit about. You aren't married to him and you probably just met him. How much could you possibly know about him when this kid is 13 months old and you were already with the next man? How much could you possibly know? You know less than 12 months about him, maybe even less than that. I would say she probably knew this dude for about 4 months. What do y'all want to bet? I give her 4 months. What did y'all guess? I say 4 months. She probably knew that dude for 4 months. And I'm giving this stupid broad credit because if she says, no, I've known him for longer than that, then that makes it worse because that means that you were probably involved with that dude while you were with that kid's father. Oops. So don't go stepping on your own toes. Just Jay is trying to help you out. 4 months. Leave it at that.
Try CPR. I tried everything. I knew from the way the bruises looked it on his face. I knew from
the bruises looked it on his... Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus.
I tried CPR. I tried everything. I knew from the way the bruises looked it on his face. I knew from the way the bruises looked it on his face. I tried CPR. I tried everything. I knew from the way the bruises looked it on his face. I knew from...
What is looked it? How do you look at it at something?
I tried CPR. I tried everything. I knew from the way the bruises looked it on his face. I knew from all that, like, nothing made sense.
Milwaukee police responded to the home at 25th and Atkinson and ruled the death as suspicious.
Yes, he called her home first. You know why he called her home first? While all of these thugs called the woman before they called 911? Is because these thugs are expecting for these women to do what they've always done with these kids. Do y'all know what that is? They're expecting for these moms to choose their thug dick over the kids because the moms have shown a high propensity to choose the dick over the kids. They're expecting for these moms to do what these hood moms always do. Y'all know hood moms love hood dick. Hood hoes love hood dick. That's why they always call the mom first before they ever call 911, because they don't give a fuck about them kids. Because they know that those moms will love those men and these thugs enough that they will sacrifice their kids and be like, I'm going to help you with this and I'm going to lie for you. Hashtag BBB. Big Belly Bowens out of Houston, Texas. Can we get her hashtag up emoji up in the chat? Y'all got the emoji. Y'all are channel members. Post the Brittany Big Belly Bowens emoji in the chat.
They say the suspect is in custody.
He was joyful. He was happy. He was everything a mother could have wanted. He was everything. And you took my baby from me for what?
Family and friends gathered to remember the boy they called AJ and to comfort the child's mother and father, also in attendance.
There's no reason I should be burying my 1-year-old. He was everything a mother could have wanted. He was everything. And you took my baby from me for what?
Family and friends gathered to remember the boy they called AJ and to comfort the child's mother and father.
Just so y'all know, we don't even have his name. That is the biological father right there. He has not done an interview. He has not said a word. My question is why? That's the biological father right there. How about that?
Also in attendance.
There's no reason I should be burying my 1-year-old. There was no reason. There's nothing he could have did to you to make you do just this to him.
The grief, unbearable.
I feel like my heart been ripped out my chest, and I would never be the same ever again.
Milwaukee police are not sharing any further details about this investigation at this time. If you would like to donate to the funeral fund for this little boy, we have a link posted at our website, fox6now.com. Reporting live from Milwaukee Police District 5.
Here's the last video. Again, click that thumbs up and then we're going to wrap up. Last video, guys. Let's finish strong.
13-month-old has died in Milwaukee. The medical examiner says it's treating the case as a homicide.
Police say a man wanted for questioning has turned himself in. Our Angelica Sanchez has been following this story. She joins us live now with what we know of this investigation.
Guys, all hearts going out tonight to this family and what they must be going through. What we know is that authorities were called out to this address after 7 p.m. yesterday for a report of a suspicious death that, as you said, has now been ruled a homicide.
A photo of a baby in the arms of his mother, their everlasting bond cut far too short on New Year's Day.
My heart goes out to the families, and I'm sorry this happened to them.
The Milwaukee medical examiner says this is the first homicide of 2020. The victim just 13 months old. He's identified by his family as Alonzo Lamar Jr. His mother shared these images with Fox 6.
Devastating. Like, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Like, my heart just goes out to the mom and the family.
On Thursday, people stopped by to share their sympathies with his loved ones.
I'm just coming to show some, my love and some condolence, and we'll be here tomorrow at the visual.
At the vigil. V-I-G-I-L. Vigil. Vigil. You are not going to a visual, please.
6 o'clock.
Police at this time say this investigation began on Wednesday just after 7 p.m. Officers were called out to 25th and Atkinson for the death of an infant. Investigators soon found the manner of his death suspicious. They said a man was wanted for questioning in the child's death.
I couldn't imagine, I have 5 children of my own and 4 grandkids.
The medical examiner later ruled this a homicide. An autopsy was completed, but no further details can be released. Police say a man wanted for questioning turned himself in. A vigil is planned for 6 p.m. Friday in the infant's honor.
If they want to bring items, toys, whatever they want to, that'll be fine.
For now, all thoughts are with the baby's mother in her time of need as investigators piece together what happened and why.
1-year-old is unexplainable. Like, it's just heartbroken.
Of course, how could any family prepare for a death like this, which is why there is a place where you can go and help them.
How can a family prepare for this? Does anybody have an answer for that? This woman, Angelica Sanchez, probably a liberal, said, how can any family possibly prepare for this? What options do you have to possibly prepare for death? You know, they say that life and death is very short. Excuse me, life is very short. Death is certain. How could you possibly prepare for life and death? Oh, I got it. How about life insurance? Because guess one thing that is for certain in life, you will die. Everyone will die. I will. You will. You gonna die. You gonna die. You're gonna die. We don't have to be so morbid about it. We can laugh about it a little bit because we're all gonna die and everybody should have life insurance. I'm sorry, but you're just fucking irresponsible if you don't have life insurance. Be responsible.
We have a link available for a GoFundMe page at fox6now.com. Live at 25th and Atkinson, Angelica Sanchez.
We have an agent in the chat. I can't promote your business because, like I say, I mean, you know, I would prefer it if you promote on the channel. But I hear you though. You know, you got to hit me up on the promotional thing. But nonetheless, I feel you. So we do have people in here that are listening for sure.
Sanchez, Fox 6 News.
We'll be sure to follow up as soon as we learn more. Angie, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead. Oh shit, I forgot about that video. Let me let y'all watch this one. Ooh, I forgot about this one. It's really short. Look at this.
He got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it? He got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it? He got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it?
Why? Why has Jesus forsaken thee? Why? Why? Come on, no! What is wrong with this picture? Let me think. How about everything possible? Holy shit. This is the grandmother, Octavia Gallion, by the way. That felt like this interview was so freaking important that she just like, even though I'm not dressed, keep in mind, in the middle of the day, she's probably about maybe 45 years old, grandma, in her 40s, in her younger 40s, not working in the middle of the day, bookmark that part, with a big ass pink robe on, no clothes, middle of the day, looking like a troll doll. She literally looks like a troll doll. Please, somebody tell me I'm lying. Somebody said hashtag brush your teeth. She ain't got no teeth in her mouth. Look at this again.
He got his.
Oh, Jesus. She ain't got no top or bottom teeth. Oh, my God. Woo! Please tell me who forced her to be on camera. Nobody did. You know why she got on camera? Because of what Tommy says. They all like DNA. He ain't lying, and he ain't never lied. They would do anything for just a little bit of attention. They will come on TV and look any kind of way and say any kind of thing just to be on TV. That almost sounds like Wild and Crazy Kids. I don't know if y'all remember that. Y'all might not be old like me from Nickelodeon, Wild and Crazy Kids. They'll do anything and say anything to find kids having fun. I don't know. Y'all might not remember that. Anyway.
He got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it? He got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it?
She has on like one of those, oh my God. That's not even a house coat. That's one of those, what do y'all call that? What do y'all call those people that like to dress real freaky and they put on the costumes? What do y'all call that? I can't remember that. Let me see if I can look it up. Let me see who's going to look it up fast enough. Cosplay. She has on a cosplay outfit. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to let y'all look at this again.
It's like, my grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it?
Look at it. Look. Is that not a cosplay outfit? Seriously? Can y'all not see this? Look at the hood. That is a cosplay outfit. That's a furry. Thank you. The furries. I'm sorry. You're right. Some of y'all are freaky out there. I know y'all, you little nasty. You knew exactly what I was talking about, nasty. Said this is not a laughing matter. Let me tell you why it is a laughing matter. You know why it's a laughing matter? Because she sounds like, because y'all always talking about slavery. Does she not sound like she just came straight out of 1929? Does she not? Am I being an asshole right now? Or am I just speaking the truth? Come on, please, somebody. Please, somebody tell me, does she not sound like she came out of 1929? She just literally just stepped into the future and threw on the first fucking thing that she could find. Like this is, I don't know, somebody's great grandma. I don't know. I don't know any great grandma names. Hell, I don't know. She stepped out of 1929, and you know what she said? My grandbaby gone. You know what the white people did? They did us so wrong. And Master told me, and Master said, get back to work. And I said, no, Master, no. No, Master. My grandbaby. That only grandbaby I got. They took everything that I got. I'm going to go to this visual tomorrow, Master. Please tell me I'm lying. Grandma Agnes, thank you. I'm sorry, I couldn't. Grandma Bessie, Grandma Geraldine. Grandma Norma Jean, thank you. They takes everything I got. They rips my heart out my chest, Massa. I know y'all here talk about one thing, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I loves my grandbaby. You know? I loves my the sweetest little thing. I gave him just the best life I could possibly give my grandbaby. I watch my grandbaby anytime, any day. As soon as I get out the field and get to picking that cotton, eyes goes and takes me a bath. I come right in and take care of that grandbaby like that grandbaby was my own child. I hold him right here close to my breast that's hanging down to my stomach, and I just holds my grandbaby. I said, you know, Grandma loves you. Grandma loves you, baby. And he gone now. He gone now. I just don't know what I was going to do. Even though my own daughter is going to have another one here in about 8 months. Then my heart's going to be right back where it needs to be. And I was going to have my grandbaby back. Just a different one, not the same one. Then Master going to be real proud of me. He going to be real proud of me.
He got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it? He got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it? He got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just, he got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, he got his life. My grandbaby gone. And I just want him to know, why did you do it?
And then she, like a damsel in distress. Fuck, I'm done. Y'all notice we had about 100 people left the building. I'm sorry. I know we had about 100 people left the building. I'm going to hell with gasoline draws on my goddamn self. I'm just saying. Woosah, woosah. Let me get serious again. Woosah. All right. Damn it, man. Woof. Oh, let's talk about this. Let me give you guys a quick breakdown. These are my thoughts on this story because no, it's not a funny thing that this kid is dead. It's a very sad thing, and it's a thing that honestly I get tired of. I feel like I keep repeating myself every single story. Another boyfriend, another boyfriend, another boyfriend, another boyfriend. But I keep trying to tell these people, if they listen to my broadcast, we got over almost 5.5 million views on this channel. Somebody out there is listening. Stop dating these niggas. Let's just say, for general sake, since you don't know what good men are, just assume that all niggas ain't shit. How about that? All niggas ain't shit, ladies. You say you can't find a good man and a man that don't cheat and a man that's going to treat you right and want to marry you. So just consider all of them to not be shit. Treat them as such. You know why? Because if you don't believe that they're anything, then that's going to give them something to live up to. You're going to set the bar so high that they're going to have to jump really, really high to try to reach that bar. Meaning you're going to up the level that these men are going to have to live up to, which is a good thing. Allow them to rise up to an acceptable standard. Have some standards. That's one of the most important things that women can do, is have a set of standards that men have to achieve, and understand that that comes from self-value, right? Where's my brother relationship rehab at? I know he hear me. You have to have some self-value. The women have to have enough value in themselves and understand that they are worth more than a thug. The thugs have to understand that if you put a father in these kids' lives from early on, you give them a much better chance to see a father figure in an image of what they should grow up into being. Then they will have some self-value, and then they will treat everybody else outside with value. It's a two-way street, and we all have to be held accountable. Men have to be held accountable, and so do the women. Here's where I want to close out, though. Here's where I want to close out. All jokes aside, I'm going to let you guys go, but here, let me close you out with this. The lack of insurance is absolutely ridiculous at this point. It's cheaper than ever. Let me tell you guys something. Buying stocks is very, very easy. And I wish I could shout this woman's name out, but I don't give people shout outs on my channel like that. But if y'all know who I'm talking about, then I admire her for talking about people getting into the stock market. And I actually did. I did this year, actually. But you have to get insurance, which I have insurance on myself. My parents have insurance. My kid has insurance. Life insurance. It's cheap enough to get. It would even make sense that if you're going to ask for a GoFundMe, do it preemptively. Don't wait until your kid is dead and then ask for GoFundMe money. Start making the investment now. Take that $50 billion a year that we're spending on hair weave to look good like this so we can be on fleek, and our eyebrows can be on fleek, and our nails can be on fleek, and toes be on fleek, and we can be in the club popping bottles and be in VIP and go and see Megan Thee Stallion in concert. and going to go see Future in concert and going to see Lizzo in concert. Jesus Christ. For all of the things that we go do to live hood fabulous, instead of putting rims on cars and speaker systems and all of this immaculate stuff that we really can't afford, red bottoms and Louis Vuitton and all of this bullshit, right? And take what the black community already has. We don't need money from anybody. We are the highest consumers in the nation. Take the money that we already have and invest it in our children. Stop for a moment. Stop spending money frivolously, which is why it's good to have balance. It's good to have that balance because women spend too much, men don't spend enough. Put those two together and what do you have? Balance. Very nice how that works. Balance. Hashtag our kids matter. Point number 2. The biological father, I think it's weird how he was there and they didn't interview him. Don't y'all think that's weird? Let me throw that out there one more time. They have the biological father and named him on camera and said, there's the biological father. They didn't have one man do an interview and they didn't even bother to hear from the biological father. You cannot tell me that he didn't have some thoughts or some feelings about his baby mom who went and put his son around a thug that ultimately killed him. That's one to grow on right there. You heard me? Let's move on to the next point. Having kids in the hood while broke and depending on help from everybody else. Did y'all see that dilapidated house that she lives in? That looks like it was pieced a part of an old house and then took another piece of an old house and just mashed a bunch of old broken down pieces from other houses and just stuck it and glued it onto that one and nailed it together. That's what that house looks like. So if you know that you are broke, if you know that you are downtrodden and disenfranchised, let me say those words again. If you know that you are downtrodden and disenfranchised, then why would you continue to produce children and put those children in these positions where you know that there is a high rate of failure? Look at your statistics. It's telling you that if you have boys in the hood boys are going to kill the hood boys. They're just going to kill each other. Dog eat dog. So what's the best thing to do? Until you get your shit together, stop bringing more kids into the hood. This woman, I don't know how old the mom is, but the mom, Adriana Martin, is getting ready to bring another kid into this world when her son was only 13 months old. Jesus Christ. Immediately got pregnant right after you had the first one, and you're right back with the next dude making another baby. That's ridiculous. My next point. Putting your child in harm's way with a random man or boyfriend. I think that speaks for itself. You gambled on a thug and you lost. Can we get that hashtag in the chat? Hashtag gambled on a thug. Gambled on a thug. That's our new hashtag. You gambled on a thug, ma'am, and you lost. Apparently your child was not worth taking care of and being in your life because you just gave him away to the first nigga that you decided that you liked. These mothers have zero requirements for having a man around their children. They end up raping them. They end up beating them. They end up dropping them. They end up burning them. They end up shooting them. They end up stabbing them. They end up kidnapping them. They end up doing like Malia Davis and putting them in garbage bags, driving them across state lines and throwing them off the side of the highway where they know that those people are going to have to cut that grass. And then the man that comes and cuts the grass comes in and chops up what he thought was just a garbage bag, ran it over and scattered dead human body parts all over the freaking side of the road. Raise the bar and make men acquiesce to standards. She was already pregnant and her son Alonzo was only 13 months old. That is just fucking nasty. You want to know why it's nasty? because the STD rates are extremely high in the black community. That's not a plot from the white man to take out the black community. No, we know that these diseases are already out there from wherever they came from. But we cannot participate in continuing to share and spread these diseases between each other by being irresponsible when we know all we have to do is either abstain or protect, which she did neither of the two, because she had at least sex with 2 to 3 men, fucking her raw within a small time frame. That's a fact. Last but not least, there were no men around for guidance and accountability. No men around for guidance and accountability. No men around for accountability and guidance. Notice that from the interviews. Notice that from how many women came out and said that they got a shit ton of kids and no men. And notice that from all of these children that continue to keep getting killed by mom's boyfriend. All right? That's all I have to say about this story. This is your boy DJ Just J. We're the AFC. When we do advocate for children first, all I can say is to this little baby, this little boy who deserved much, much better from his mother and everybody else around him. His name was Alonzo M. Lamar Jr. He was only 13 months old, and he didn't have any idea just how bad he had it and just how bad of parents that he had, okay? He deserved better. Rest in peace. And I hope that these people just reflect on the memories of him at the visual, okay? Even though it's a vigil. This is your boy DJ Just J. We're the AFC, where we advocate for children first. From my heart to yours. I love you guys. Have a great night. Peace. And for everybody wondering, if you're still here, we still got about 250 people here. I'm about to read the donations right now. So if you donated, stick around and I'm going to read your messages. To everybody that's still listening, I'm going to read everybody's message if you'll stick around, because we did get a large number of support and I'm going to shout each one of them out, okay? Everybody hear me? Stick around. Don't leave yet.
Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbags, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us on Tradesy.com, at Nora's 915, or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com. Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbags, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us today on Tradesy.com, at Nora's 915, or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com.
Uh-oh, your badge. I meant badge. Okay, to Pamela, I can see your badge. You already are a channel member. If you want to be a moderator, I can make you a moderator. But I just would ask that if you're a moderator, continue to hold on to your AFC membership. Like, don't cancel it once I give you moderation status. A lot of the people, if I give them moderator status, I don't need a lot of moderators, but if you want it, if you've donated for long enough, then I don't mind doing it. Because, you know, it's not a big deal, because we don't have to flag or block anybody over here or anything like that, right? But just let me know. But I can definitely see your badge. It's the AFC badge right there. And after the first 30 days, the next 30 days, it'll change color. It'll upgrade every single month. Let me read these real quick if you guys do not mind. Give me a second. Let me get them pulled up. So if you donated by way of Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, I'm going to read those right now. Here we go. See, received. Boom. I'm not sure if she's in the chat. Let me give a shout out. You didn't leave your chat name, but let me say to Tina W. So that way I don't give your whole name out. Y'all know I'm very good about protecting your names. But Tina W sent in 50 by way of PayPal. If you're listening, I want to thank you very much. If you're listening, they didn't take out any fees. I got 100% of that. It's not like when you donate in Super Chat. Super Chat takes 30%, but PayPal sends 100% of that. So if you're listening, Tina, thank you so much for that. I really, truly appreciate that. I truly, truly appreciate that if you're still listening. Thank you very much. And if you don't hear me, I might shoot you an email and tell you thank you, just to let you know that I got it. Let me give another shout out here too. Ruya, are you still in the chat? Ruya Morgan, thank you for all that you do with 3 heart emojis. Thank you so much. I did get yours by way of PayPal if you're listening. To my guy, Last Chance, my guy. Thank you so much. I did get yours, Last Chance, if you're listening. Thank you very much. This one comes in from the all amazing Kayla, Night Rider. Said, you are an inspiration. Keep up the good fight. Now that makes my heart feel good because not only did her and Mom's Fur Babies donate, like really showed out earlier this week, but thank you for just continuing to keep doing it. There's Ruya. Thank you. I wanted to say thank you for your donation. I know you've been here for a while, and I know people kind of come and go, but I want to say thank you for that. I truly appreciate that, and your message was awesome also. Let me give a shout out to the one and only Mom's Fur Babies. If you're going to keep ignoring my chat, I'm going to jump through this laptop and appear on your live. Mom, where you at? Hey, my dear Jay, long live the AFC. She sent in 2 donations by way of PayPal. And the reason she does it through there is because I get 100% of that. So thank you very much, Mom's Fur Babies. Y'all put a prayer hands up in the chat because she has her struggles. We all have our struggles, but her struggle is a bit different. And she's fighting for strength and health every single day. Shout out to Mom's Fur Babies. And I hope you have an amazing night and an amazing tomorrow. But want to definitely shout you out. But I will tell you this. One thing that you will notice about me compared to Tommy is amazing with being able to read the chat. Guess one thing that I'm not good at? Y'all will post some awesome stuff in there and I will miss it. I will totally miss it. Like I'm looking and still can't see it. Maybe because I'm blind as a bat, but I'm definitely not very good. But that's why I admire Tommy so much. Not only for having an amazing memory, but having really good eyes. He catches stuff, and I'm really bad at that. So I'm sorry, Mom's Fur Babies. If you left messages in there for me, I'm sorry I missed it. She said, if I keep ignoring your messages, you're going to jump through this laptop and appear on your live. And she said, hey, my dear, long live the AFC. Thank you, Mom's Fur Babies. This one, Keyshawn, are you in the chat? I think she might have left earlier, but I'll thank her. Keyshawn sent in a very nice, there she is. There she is. She sent in 25. Thank you, Keyshawn. That is amazing. And I'm telling you, man, for everything that you guys send, you might not think it helps a lot, but it actually helps tremendously. The more people that are able to jump on board and just send in just a little bit, stick in a little nest egg in there, man. And I promise you, man, it means so much. Thank you so much for your donation. Miss Lady T. Sinead, 777. Not much. Health and life insurance is paid. So shout out to you. Thank you for listening to my message, Miss Lady T. Sinead. This is from my guy. I know he ain't listening. I'll thank him in his inbox. DJ C Smooth, the house lord. He said, got to show my DJ brother and the AFC podcast some love. Excellent work as always. Much love. Let me see. Much love from you, brother, and music. DJ C Smooth, the house lord. Hashtag DJ's rule. I'm gonna give him a cool little inbox. Thank you, ma'am. If you're listening, DJ C Smooth. This one I know wants to remain anonymous. Have a good stream. Hashtag AFC always with the per head emojis. She knows who she is. Thank you so much. If you're listening, thank you very much. Peach Cutie Pie. She says, I hate missing your live streams, but keep doing what you're doing. Great work. Thank you very much, Peach Cutie Pie, if you're still listening. I know you were in there when we started. And I think that's everybody from today. Let me go ahead and move on to Cash App real quick. PayPal is easier because I can pull it up on the computer a little bit easier. But let me see if I can get Cash App up. I love me some music. Pamela, did I send you some music or do you want me to send you some music? I can email it to you. Let me know. I'm going to hang around for a minute so I can make sure that you get the music if you want some music. Let me see. We got in 1, 2, 3 from Cash App and 1 from Venmo. I'm going to open up the Venmo so I don't read your real name. This one is from Felicia. It's good to see her back in here. Thank you for all that you do with the heart emoji. Felicia, if you're listening, thank you very much. I will try to leave the shout outs at the end of this one, and then I'll cut them off on the replay. So Felicia, if you're listening, thank you very much. I'm not going to read your whole name out. This one says, I pray if I become a father, I never go through this. That's from my guy, Chris S. I'm going to tell you something, Chris S. In this society that we live, I would highly encourage you as a man. You can have babies until the day that you die. Uh-oh, hold on. I got you, Pam. Hold on, y'all. Don't. Boom, got you. Okay, Pam, I got your email. Don't post it in the chat. I got it, though. I got it. I got your email. I do not want you guys getting trolled. Okay? Don't post your email in the chat. But I got you. I got a copy. Thank you very much. I caught it before it hit the screen. So, to Chris, thank you very much, Chris S. Just be careful if you do decide to have kids. Please make sure you're diligent about who you have it with, because this society is not built for men right now, okay? But thank you very, very much for your donation. Also, to my guy, Jimmy D said, hashtag AFC is #1. Jimmy D, you know I always appreciate you. I got to open it up through Venmo. Hold on. Let me know what song do y'all want to hear. I could play songs that I normally play. I could play Kurt Dog. I could play some of my stuff. I could play Jazzy Nice. I could play Shauna. There's some songs I can play without getting flagged, and some of them I have to stop playing because they're starting to flag them now for copyrights, which is cool. I want them to get their money. Diamond Q donated while we were offline. Diamond Q on YouTube. If you're listening, thank you very much for your donation while we were offline. And last but not least, Dahlia S donated in the Venmo. So if you're listening, thank you very much. If nothing else, let's go ahead and close out. I love you guys. From my heart to yours. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see y'all on the next stream. We got more coming. Let me see.
This a love shot tray for you, baby.
It's just Jay and I'm back again. I'm from the north side where we get it in. You know it's Love Shack on the track again.